Hello and welcome aboard. Old Dre, your host here. I've been wanting to do this. I have done a couple of test runs and recorded it, and it was, a mishmash. But anyway, I did get this prior to release. It was a minor discount. It was still a pretty hefty price. And you might want to call me crazy, nuts. Pick a name, don't matter to me. You're probably right. But at this point in my life and so forth, I'm not going to go into all of that. Just can't take it with you. So, and I do, in all honesty, I really do like Train Sim 3. And Train Sim 2. Granted, they basically both have the same things, but I like Train Sim. Okay, I've always liked trains, and I happened to come across TSW3 one day, and I saw that it was coming out in September. So I purchased it about 3 or 4 days before the release date of September 6th of 22, and played a lot of it on Xbox. And to be honest, I don't think I ever want to go back to the Xbox version at all. And I got plenty to show on that front. But this is the PC version that I'm on here, and I'm recording with OBS. And this is the training center that I'm in, doing the EMT, HST, high-speed train introduction. Basically, it's a Class 43 HST. Just it's a different version, if you will. It is quite a bit different. I thought it was very little difference, but there's a lot different between the regular HST Class 43 Great Western Railroad and this one. Okay, so anyway, this should not have been, in my honest opinion, it should not have been released the way it was. I just looked through a lot of posts and a lot of people, showing what they found and what they see, and this honestly did not go a proper quality control. Okay, and I'm sounding like I'm ragging and being hateful. Far be it from that. Because I've spent a lot of hours playing this game, and I wouldn't have. I mean, you really want to call me crazy? I own every DLC that they put out. Granted, I bought it over time, and where I found a sale, I used it. Sometimes I got quite a bit for a very decent price. I sure did not buy it all at once, but over the course of time, since TSW3 was released, a little bit here and there, and I ended up owning every DLC, and this most recent one here. And I did find a couple of videos of the real world train, exactly what it looks like in game. And I'm going to try and show and contrast, compare. And I know I'm doing a lot of talking here, and I'm not into the game, but I needed to say this because I'm still very new to all of this. Especially making videos and getting help editing and putting them up on YouTube. But I'm trying to put out something that's beneficial, helpful, useful. And if it helps the devs, great. But this really should have had much better quality control. Now, I don't know if this particular DLC directly affected the Great Western Railroad Class 43 HST or not, but I am going to check. I'm going to uninstall this and check it again. But let's get into this, and I'll show you what I'm seeing. And mind you, I am in the training center with only 2 trains. That's it. You'll see. There's nothing else in a training center. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me, but so be it. High-speed train introduction.
Welcome. We'll have this train started and moving in no time. Let's get to it. Firstly, let us climb aboard the leading power car.
Yeah, in a minute. In a minute. Okay? I'm guessing that this is there's another thing that has yet to be fixed. I have to go practically halfway through the yard just to step up over onto this little walkway path. But I'm guessing this is the car that my character drove here in and is going to take control of this train and be the engineer. And I tried looking for pictures and videos of this particular train in HST train searches like crazy. Finding profile pictures has been almost impossible. But let's move on. So I'm just, kind of like, I am that person that will look for every wart, pimple, scar, you name it. I look for flaws. And I deliberately, now, I don't remember seeing any kind of update come through. Nope, not yet. So I'm going to crouch down here and try to move a little slower. It's kind of hard, but here we go. The truck is missing. The entire wheel assembly is not there. Mind you, this is the training center. Okay? Is this like this on the scenarios and the routes? I don't know because I haven't got there yet. But here's the truck, the coach, the wheel assembly, whatever you want to call it. Okay? I know I make light of a lot of things, and I make a lot of jokes, and you can't go through life being angry and bitter. So, I make jokes. But is this the hidden truck for the train? I mean, and this is kind of like, aha, we're not giving you the wheels. I don't know. But anyway, okay, I've got a lot of screenshots as well. But now here's two trucks, two bogies, wheel assemblies. This looks like it's got 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait a minute, it disappeared. So depending on which way you look at it, it disappears. It just, poof, gone. Poof, gone. But it comes back. And I would love to be able to do a multiplayer, even or at least co-op. Minimum co-op. Because what's happening, and this is what I believe, is and this one is even missing the pin. Let me stand up here. Hey, that's the pin that goes into the bogie, the truck, as you can see there. Okay. This one doesn't even have that pin to hold the truck in place, the bogie, whatever you want to call it, the wheel assembly. There's another wheel assembly hidden underneath where it shouldn't be. Again, it has the pin, but it looks like the pin is in the wrong place. compared to the other one down there. Oh, wait a minute. There's a... Oh, no. Yeah, hey. No. Okay. So, I don't know if this is bouncing back and forth, but it looks like... It looks like there's two trucks, two complete wheel assemblies that one pops in and out of existence. There's another one. Comes and goes, depending on which way you look at it. It pops out of existence, pops back in. I don't know, maybe it is in the right place, I don't know. Because I can't find any decent profile pictures of this, the HST Class 43 train in the real world, online. And even if this train is still in use, about the closest thing I've gotten to is this angle picture, and this looks like it's in the correct position from what I can find online. Other than that, there's no other trains here. No other trains. The controls are all screwed up. You'll see that in a second. I'm trying not to make this video too long, but I need to show this. Because if the devs are really truly interested in what we, the players, are showing them and explaining to them, and I'm not doing this to be spiteful or hurtful or mean, however you want to put it. This is just... Considering the cost of what I paid for this and many other people, this should not have been. Okay? Take my words however you will. But I can honestly tell you that I've played, I'll even find the amount of hours I played so far between the training centers, the Xbox version and the PC version. I honestly, truly do like the train sim very much, but this is just, it really is disheartening. It's almost like, like a gut punch. Really? I paid this much money and this is the way that... Okay, let's continue. Not to mention the activation points are, you have to find just the right spot. And it's the opening. Really? Why not the steps here? Oh, they do activate here. Okay, my mistake. But if I point at the door, I should be able to just close the door. I can't. It keeps telling me to climb. To activate the door, I got to find out one little spot. I just saw it. Really? I got to point at the handle to close the door? Why? Why? Seriously, why? And this is where I wish I had a second camera that can go move around the train because most things won't happen until you actually sit in the engineer's seat, where the driver, the person in control of the train. So I'm going to try something real quick just to see if anything's changed. Because I activated that waypoint marker. No, nothing's changed so far. Everything's still kind of really foobarred. Okay. Okay. And this is the only other train here in the yard. That's it. These two trains in this entire training center. The place is barren from what little that is in here. So let's get back in the cab. Now, all I'm going to do is press the letter E to sit. That's all I'm going to do. And I wish I had a camera to show you what I'm doing, because I do have a rail driver and I'm using a keyboard and a mouse, because there's some things that you cannot do with the rail driver. So all I'm going to do is press the letter E and nothing else. I promise you. Okay?
Put in the master key and place the reverser into neutral.
Still haven't done anything. I'm going to go outside. Okay, this is supposed to be the lead locomotive, the lead engine, and that's the trailing engine. Really? I sit in a chair, my character sits in a chair, I should say. I sit my character in a chair, and it just magically, deliciously starts up, correct? But yet I'm told to turn on the master key. Okay? Now I'm directed to put the reverser into neutral.
Press the Start Engine button and give it a moment to start up.
Now, I'm just pointing at it. I'm going to press the keyboard control, the key binding to start the engine. I'm deliberately leaving the HUD up.
Now pop the train brake to initial, and if your parking brake is set, release it.
Okay, bless you. Let the brake. Here I'm using the rail driver, and I am deliberately not using the mouse to click anything. Okay?
Let's get moving and head around to continue the session.
So now I'm directed to put it in forward. Tap the horn twice. Okay, put the brake into running. Give the brake pipes and cylinders all to equalize and pressurize, and now I should be able to just go back outside with the fly cam. Engine's not running. This one is. So we'll give it a little bit of throttle. Notch 3. Now I'm going to stop it. Put the brakes into full service. Put the reverser into neutral with the rail driver. And lo and behold, everything popped into, just magically, deliciously popped into place. I know I'm moving a little quickly. I'm trying not to make this video too long, because I know I can get pretty long-winded. Okay, so go back into the cab. Now, if I press the same button, Z on a keyboard, there's a button on a rail driver. When I press that on a rail driver, master key unlocked. Engine start, engine stop. Which one is it? If I press the Z key on a keyboard, it's engine start stop. So which one is it? I'm pressing start and stop at the same time. That's the way the game is coded, at least for the keyboard controls and the advanced controls for the rail driver. But if I press here, let's put that off. Let's turn the key off, turn the key back on, put it into neutral. I just activated the parking brake. Now I'm not even getting it to start. I was never instructed to turn the lights on, but they're already on. I know the last time I did this, it was a hit and miss. Purple smoke. Sure. All this time, all I did was press this engine start, engine stop. I alternated on the rail driver, pressed the Z key on the keyboard. I'm sure you heard me tapping it. And that startup, that engine sounds, in my opinion, from what I've seen in, actually found a really good video of exactly this train, East Midlands train, being started up. Found several different ones with different names on it, but basically they're HST trains. Granted, I'm not Europe, I'm not in London or Great Britain or anywhere in the UK. Okay, I'm a naturalized American. I'm Hungarian. I'm a European. It's nice to see Europe being parts of Europe being represented like this. Pedig hogy lehet ez így csinálva? Senki nézte, hogy mi jó, mi nem jó? Csak áruld el. Nem számít. Mindenki meg fogja venni. Így van a business, máma? Hogy lehet? Ez nem kéne legyen így. And I promise you I did not curse. Okay? Pedig ki gondolta, hogy ez lehet menjen ki az ajtón, hogy tudjad eladni akárkinek, aki fogja megvenni. Ez nem kéne legyen így. And I am going to find, I'm going to include the video that shows this particular train exactly the way you see it, the colors, the name and everything being started up. It does not sound that horrible. That really sounds bad. I found one, but that was a train that's, I think they said in the video, it sat for like 20 years, never being started, never being run. That one sounded really horrible on startup. So now here's the horn. Right? When we put the train brake into running, put the reverser into forward. Now let's try giving it some throttle. Notch 3. I'm guessing the brakes are not equalized. They're still equalizing and pressurizing. So we're going to have to wait for that. Okay, now let's try. Notch 3. I'm generating amps, but I'm not moving anywhere. Oh, help if I take the parking brake off. That was a boneheaded move. Well, look how much faster the train takes off. I forgot I had the parking brake on. That's my mistake. You know, I'm going to stop it again. Notch 3. Because the brake pipe and cylinders were they're a little bit slow to equalize and pressurize on this particular train. It's not the fastest off the line, but look how much quicker it picks up and starts moving when you got both power cars running at the same time and not one being pushed or dragged. And that waypoint marker, that also tends to pop up in different places depending on when you load, on the when the scenario for the training center is loaded up. It's happened to me twice so far. This is supposed to be a clock, doesn't work. The DRA isolation is normal. That's the other AWS. Can't even touch it. On the standard HST class 43. But now it looks like they have it over here.
As we approach the upcoming destination.
Now, I am not going to do that. There is something else I need to show, and this is the main reason why I put it up to Notch 05, because I need to get this thing up to speed. It is a pretty fast train, I'll give it that. Off the line, it's very slow to get moving. But once it gets going, it rides nice. It moves nicely. That's supposed to be the light up there. Okay? Turn it off. Now I'm going to use the key binding on the keyboard. Okay? If there's a light coming on, I don't see it. Something's coming on, but it's not that light. Now, this is another reason why I wanted to get the train up to speed. And it's nice to see the physics working where the water, the rain that's falling onto the windscreen is being pushed up by the wind. That's never been done before. It's nice to see that kind of physics. But this is, we're coming around the first loop of the track. The large track. I'm taking my hands off of everything. At this point, I'm not touching anything. And I am deliberately not going to stop as I was instructed to by the disembodied voice. I'm driving under the speed limit? Yeah, I guess so. But why is this happening? This literally looks like my cartoon character is sinking through the chair and through the floor. It almost looks like a 5-year-old trying to look over the edge of the windshield. Now I'm going to point the mouse up. See my little dot pointer? That's me moving. Now I'm going to leave it be. I have it set to auto hide. But here we go again. From what little I've seen in the forums, it's nice to see that someone is stepping in and making contact with the players, the people who are buying the product. Okay? And hopefully they take everything into consideration and do their due diligence and repair all of this. But why push it out to Minek Kalet es Arulni Mikorni Nemkis as nem is volt kész, hogy I apologize. It's just that it's starting to, it really is starting to I'm starting to see a lot more of what people are saying, and a lot of people have already given up on Dovetail games. I have not. But how much longer is stuff like this going to go on? No, I could see if this was a beta test. Okay, this will be the last loop. I'm going to have it stop over here and end the video. But I could see if this was, hey, we're putting something out for beta testing. Let us know what the problems are. Help us find all the little kinks, all the warts, all the scars, all the pimples, you name it. Whatever you want to call it. És mutass meg nekem, hogy mi a baj vele, mi van eltörve. Segítsek. Pedig nem az volt csinálva. Ez betetik a zsákba, azt mondja, here, vedd meg, $35, $36. Depending on where you live and what your dollar denomination or currency is, whether it's UK pounds or the euro or American dollars or wherever you may be in the world. And I have gotten in on a couple of items that are early access. I'm not going to start throwing names around, but I have gotten in on at a, I would say, a fair price for early access, where they're still developing, they're still looking, they want people to tell them what's wrong with the game, all of that. I don't mind supporting stuff like that, but this is supposed to be a finished product. I really do hope that this can get fixed. I hope it is fixed. But that's pretty much the end of this video. Hopefully it's not too long. And I apologize if I let my emotions get away a little bit, but I hope the developers can understand where I'm coming from. Not to mention all the other people who have pointed out irregularities or things that were improperly depicted. This doesn't even begin with this. Is just the other EMT train has its own little quirks. But anyway, if you've made it this far, I thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Hope to have you back again. I'll continue to make videos with Train Sim World 3, and as I have been, whether they be problems that I come across or, complete scenarios. But I guess that's it. I can see Veshan Kusanam, Jetta Visa. Y'all come back now, you hear? And bye-bye for now.